Hello everybody and welcome to my review of the Transformers Studio Series SS-05 Optimus Prime from the Revenge of the Fallen movie. So to start off with, we can take a look at the box here. So it's got this cool picture of Optimus Prime here. It's 05, Revenge of the Fallen logo, Optimus Prime. Got another picture of him over here. The Autobot logo right up there. On the back here, we have a picture of him in robot mode as well as vehicle mode. Got some other ones from the first wave releases here. Transforms in 35 steps. Got SS-05, it's a close-up of his face there. Voyager class. The backdrop that is included with this figure is from the forest fight scene in Revenge of the Fallen, where he's fighting like Starscream and Megatron and Grinder and stuff. Really cool backdrop. I don't personally display my figures in the backdrops, but I do think that they're a really nice addition. Nice to have. So looking at the robot mode on this figure here, looks really nice. It's pretty accurate to what you see on the screen in Revenge of the Fallen. They definitely improve on the back and this whole chest piece here in later releases of Optimus. But I really like this one. This one definitely has different colors than the other ones too. And I do have the other ones, and I'll do more comparisons later on. I kind of plan to make... I'll compare... Once we get to the newer ones, I'll compare them to the older ones. But I also plan on making a separate video kind of just comparing certain figures like Bumblebee. But yeah, so now the colors on this one, this is definitely a darker red than you really see on any of the other Optimuses. Most of them are more of a bright red. This is kind of like a darker cherry red on this one. A lot of people don't like this. It doesn't really bother me. It's not as apparent as you would really think it is, this whole black section up here. I know a lot of people don't like it. It doesn't really bother me too much. It definitely looks better on the newer ones though. But yeah, it's got the flame details and everything. I like how these wheels in the transformation, they fold up to give you that more movie accurate look. My copy, the feet are incredibly loose, so I will be setting it down very carefully so that it doesn't tip on me. But yeah, overall, really nice robot mode. I really like it. As for articulation here, his arms can do full 360. They can come out. This little flap here can just move out of the way. His arms can go up that far. There's a rotation at the bicep. There's also elbow rotation and wrist rotation. And then you can bend his wrist down due to transformation. Kind of get into some different poses with the swords and stuff. I'll show those here in a moment. But he has waist articulation. His head is on a ball joint. It's kind of limited by his little chin piece there, but you can get him looking pretty wide range of motion. His legs can flare out that far. If you move this out of the way, you can go a little bit farther. You can kick out that far. Knee joint right there can bend really far. Leg can move back that far if you move this out of the way. And these little knee pads move with, like, they're not connected to the knee, so they're kind of free floating, so you can kind of position them however you want as well. And his feet does have ankle rocker joints, and they can rock forward and backwards, but they're really loose on mine, and they like to tip. But yeah, overall, I really like the robot mode on this character. Looks really nice. He's also scaled really well. So bringing out SS-09 Bumblebee here. He's quite a bit taller than Bumblebee, as he should be. You know, Bumblebee is known to be kind of a smaller Autobot. See, my Optimus keeps trying to want to tip there. But no, I think these two scale really nicely. Comes up to about his chest there. Getting him out of here. For some more size comparisons here, we have him with the Voyager class SS-09 Thundercracker. And being a jet, it makes a bit of sense for Thundercracker to be a bit bigger than Optimus. But I think these two also scale really nice together. And I know Thundercracker's wings aren't supposed to be like this. I personally display them like this, though. But yeah, Thundercracker's a bit taller, a bit wider. Overall, just a bit bigger than him. Alright, so far as accessories, he has these little swords here. There's two of them. They have a little handle here. They just slide into his hand, like so. And then he holds on to them. It does give a really nice effect. Like, if you look at it from this side, you can see he's clearly holding it, but it definitely looks like in the movie how they kind of transformed out of his hands. There's two of them here. There we go. Getting some really cool poses with these. Getting those out of there. They hold on there really tight. Getting those out of there. So now that that's all done, we can move on to transformation. So to go ahead and transform this guy here, I like to start here and just, actually I like to start here, fold these up, fold these down, and they'll kind of click into place there. Fold these up, fold these down, and you just push like right here, and that'll rotate right there. It's pegged in by that big peg right there in the middle. That'll just rotate down. The same on this side. And there's a couple slots here and a couple tabs here and down here. Just kind of want to fit all those together there. And I can kind of get this up out of the way, move his arms, and just rotate his whole waist around. You can fold these down just to get them out of the way for now. So up here, what you want to do is you want to just unattach this whole section here. It's held on these tabs and these little pegs here, or little slots and pegs there. Unhook those on both sides. And there's these little spots here. They don't really hold very well, but they kind of put them together there. And put his arms up, and then this whole section here will move down. And then you can come back here, you can open this up, get these out of the way. These will then fold around like that. Off the camera. So fold those out, around, and back. And then we can come down here, we can open these out, and open these out. And then you can take this whole section where his head is here and just push it back. And that'll rotate down, kind of pop into place there. If I can get it. Oh, yeah, okay, we gotta get this part done first. Okay, so you can just leave that there for now. Now this here, these little tabs in here, kind of push that up. It's not gonna click yet because that's not in place. But you wanna take this whole waist section here and just pop that down like that. And then you can bring this whole section forward like this. Fold these shoulder pads back on both sides. It's kind of hard to do on the camera. So you can open this part out, all the way. It's on a little double hinge there. Fold his hand down, fold this up, and put it over like that. And you just rotate that all the way around. Do that on both sides here. Pull this open, fold this down, up, and over. Spin this all the way around. Oh. Now there's these two pegs here. They fit together right there. And the top of the hood here goes together. You can push, get all this out of the way, push this whole section down, and then make sure that all stays together. And then fold this up like this. Making sure it all stays together. Now up here, there's these little edges here, kind of fit under the windshield there. Now you can click this into place. And you can take these two sides of the grill of the truck, push those into place there, on both sides there, and it'll kind of lock together in the front here. Like so. Then you can bring these forward. This little canister goes back and pops into place there. Like that. Keep these, you can pull these back, but just kind of keep them out of the way for now. Click that down up there. Now I like to bend his knees here just to get him out of the way. Take this blue panel, pop it down, and spin this on both sides. It just pops down. And then this whole section here will fold down. And there's these little tabs up here. Double tab. Up into place up there. And then you kind of just fit these in with it. But you gotta do it on both sides at the same time. Like that. And then just close those up. On both sides. Like so. Now you can kind of get these out of the way. Pull this whole section up, and there's a tab here that'll go into a slot up here. And there's a peg here that'll go into this little hole here. Like so. Do that on both sides. Now fold his little knee pads down. Push it up. And now these things, they don't really hold too well, but there's a little hole right there that this peg goes into. Like that. On both sides there. But now we are in... Oh, yeah, make sure that all stays. Now we're in vehicle mode. So looking at the vehicle mode here, it's a really nice representation of the semi that he transforms into. And I believe he's the same... I don't think he changes his alt mode throughout the first 3 movies. I forget what year it is. I believe it's a Peterbilt. I don't know much about semis, but there's no paint apps on the rims. They're just black. It's really nice, like metal flake blue. I really like the paint that this, or I think it's just plastic, like molded plastic, but it looks really nice. It's got like a sparkle to it. And the hood up here is just that deep red, the flame details. It is missing the like outline on the flame details that was added on the, I believe it was the 44, SS-04 Optimus. But it's got the little hole here for the hitch. I believe the trailer for the SS-44 Optimus will work on this too. But overall, yeah. Looks really nice. It rolls pretty good. Yeah. So here he is next to the SS-12 Voyager class Brawl. These two look great together in my opinion. I think the scale here is really nice. An M1 Abrams should be very large. Get a little side profile going there. Brawl is much larger than him, as he really should be. I mean, counting the barrel of the gun, he's a lot longer than him, but not counting that, just like to the end of the little minesweepers, he's fairly close to Optimus's length, I'd say. Getting another comparison in here. Here he is with the SS, I believe it is 65 Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie. And again, a fighter jet like this would definitely be a bit bigger than a semi. So I think the scaling here works pretty well. Just for, there we go. Height-wise, let's see here. Height-wise, he's still quite a bit bigger. I didn't think he would be that much bigger, but getting him out of here, we can take out the SS-06 Voyager class hot rod. See what those two look like together. Hot Rod is a smaller Voyager, so he's a bit smaller than Optimus here. But still look really good together. Getting them out of here. So for his weapon storage and vehicle mode here, you can just take his little swords, add these little tabs, they just fit in these little slots on his feet. Like so. They just show right there. Getting those out of here. We can move on to transformation. So you just untab these, spin them up on both sides, and you kind of just pull on them like that to split it right there. To move his legs out of the way. Bring this up. Move these back. Kind of angle those there. Those will move. Pull these little canisters back. And take these little top sections. And there's this big tab right here. It's like the mirror on the truck. It'll fit in that slot right there. There we go. And just kind of keep these ones back here. Come up here, pop these back, and these here, there's a little tab right here that they kind of just grab onto. And this tab goes in right there. Like so, on both sides. Right there. Straighten his legs. You can then move his little shoulder pads, bring his legs down, spin at the waist. Don't clip this in yet. We'll do that in a moment. You can come down to his legs here, kind of pull his little feet down around like this. They might split, they might just rotate. Either way, rotate them, split them. Take this wheel, push it up. Take this little flap, push it down. Both sides. Then you can come right here and split the grill. And these pieces will come out, rotate around like so. Like so. And you can pull this whole section out. You can split it down the middle. Then up here, push his roof down. Push this part right there. Spin his head out. And this little tab here will go into this slot right there. Like that. You can then come back here, and these two little panels here, these little tabs will fit together like that. And you just bring these little canisters back, and you can kind of just push that down. And then with these, this slot here will go on this tab right there, like so. And then so this part here, this bigger tab and the smaller tab will go into this bigger hole and the smaller hole there. Just kind of stretch them over, hook them on, rotate his arm down, Do that on both sides. Like that. Making sure this all stays together. Rotate his arm down. And now here, they're on this double hinge here. You can fold this out, fold this up, fold his hand down, spin his arm around while moving this panel with it, hook it in right there. Do that on both sides. So this comes out, this goes up, this comes down, this comes around, pegs in right there, and you clip that together, and we are in robot mode once more. So to conclude this video, I think this is a really good Optimus Prime figure. The newer ones in the Studio series have definitely retooled this whole, oh, there's the loose feet. I've definitely retooled this whole chest area to be a lot more accurate to the movie, but I think it looks fine like this. This one comes with his little swords, so that's always a bonus. You can use those on any of the Optimuses. But other than that, I think this is a great figure. I think it's definitely worth picking up for a collection. And I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what figures to get next and make videos on. And I hope you have a good day.